Senator O.
Thank you. And, thank you for your presentation. Gentlemen, you are experts in the international drug policy. USA Patriot Act doesn't allow banks to serve accounts linked to substance, including recreational cannabis, including non-American banks that have interbank accounts in the U.S. That's why banks in Uruguay closed down accounts of business selling cannabis illegally after the legalization of recreational cannabis in Uruguay. Could Canadian banks do the same? Close down accounts of Canadian businesses linked to manufacturing, importation, sales, or distribution of recreational cannabis illegally if C-45 is passed?
In theory, it's a risk management question, and the appetite for risk of different Canadian institutions will probably be different. The size of the Canadian cannabis sector as compared to the Uruguayan sector, and the relative autonomy and independence of Canadian financial services from the power of their U.S.-based banking counterparts are considerable factors. I would imagine, based on what Canadians have seen has occurred in Uruguay, and that how Canadian financial service industry has been able to work with and adjust to medical cannabis in a way that Uruguay never had a chance to, that Canadian institutions are figuring out the ways in which, once non-medical cannabis is legal online, that they'll be able to work with the non-medical sector in ways that don't run afoul of the USA Patriot Act or the U.S. banking laws in general. That's my operating assumption, and I think that's not to say there won't be bumps along the road as Canada does move forward with legalization, but I suspect that a number of larger Canadian institutions are going to find the way to service Canada's legal non-medical cannabis sector.